Hello and welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson, and it's time for another reef vlog. So, the 210's doing extremely well. The main problem I'm having in the 210 is my calcium reactor pump finally completely bit the dust. I'd been struggling with it leaking for a while, and unfortunately, it finally completely died. So I had to order a new calcium reactor pump. Well, since my calcium reactor was offline, my alkalinity kind of went haywire, so my stony corals aren't doing quite as good as I'd like. But I got a new pump on it, and it's kind of stabilizing. I'm not really in a big hurry to nail levels. I'm just trying to get everything stable for the time being. But for the most part, 210's looking really good. Fish are doing well. I did move a couple of my euphyllias over to this left corner and started breaking up my Euphilia garden. Reason being, that toadstool leather is just getting way too big. It's shadowing everything out, including that gold hammer. I don't really want to move that gold hammer. It's already not doing well. I've had it about 2.5 years now, and unfortunately, every time something goes wrong in the tank, it recedes a little bit, but it doesn't ever come back. It's just a really slow grower. So I think I'm just going to leave it where it's at. It's going to die eventually, but I don't know if it'll last 6 months or 6 years. Who knows? We'll see. It's really sad because it's such a cool coral, but I'm just going to leave it where it's at. And it's not as bad as it looks right now. When the T5s come on, it does a pretty decent job lighting that section. But as you can see from the tank crash when I had the alkalinity issues and before that the biopellet issues, everything's looking a lot better on this 210. I mean, the Monty growth here is spectacular. That's doing good. Now you'll still see the aptasia in the tank, and I've got a laser to battle it, but to be honest, I'm not all that impressed. So I will make a full video on that coming up. I just haven't had time. If you guys remember that Jeep broke down a little bit ago, well, turned out the issue is a head gaskets. And here's what the engine on my Jeep looks like right now, so you can kind of see everything I've had to do. And this is really where all my time's been going lately. About a week ago, I added a whole bunch of snails to my frag tanks. And as you can see, it is much improved. It's not fixed, but it's much better than it was. I think another week or two, and these guys will have it completely nailed down. So as soon as this tank is completely rid of cotton candy algae, I'm going to pull half the snails and put them up here in the anemone frag tank. My little 5-gallon nano tank's actually doing really well. I've got some minor issues. As you can see, the Xenia is not doing well in this tank. I'm not sure why. It used to thrive in this tank. It used to be actually a problem. You can kind of see right up there where some of it's actually dying. I'm not sure why it's dying out, but at one point in time, it was just overgrowing everything in this tank. So to be honest, we had discussed taking it out anyway. So I'm not too worried about it. I've also added a turbo snail in this tank to battle a little bit of cotton candy that I had in here. And he's doing a pretty good job. And that skimmer on this tank has made a huge difference to my water quality. Because of everything going on lately, I just have not had time to do regular water changes on it, which I know sounds wrong, but it's just kind of where I'm at in life. And that little skimmer has made a huge difference on the water quality of this tank. I love having a skimmer on this little tank. I wish I had one on my 34-gallon, or my 24-gallon, sorry. One thing I would like to note is this red Goniopora is just thriving in here. I don't know why. About the same time we got this guy, we got 2 green ones. They didn't last very long, but this red one, look at it, it's fantastic. The 24-gallon has had some cyanobacteria issues. I went in yesterday and sucked it out. It looked terrible, but I got a lot of it. You can see I didn't get all of it. But it's been looking really bad. Lots of cyano. So I sucked it all out, did a 10-gallon water change, and I added some ChemiClean last night. So we'll see if that gets rid of it. Who knows? My leopard wrasse, who's hiding, continues to make the change from female to male. She's looking so pretty with the blue coming in. But yeah, minor issues on the 24-gallon. think it's one of those deals where it wasn't supposed to be my tank to take care of, and I didn't take care of it, and that's what happened. So, thanks for watching this episode of Mile High Reefers. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.